Hello, everyone, and welcome in for our next session of the Fifth Trumpet. And the four managers of L Corp branch L53 return home with a Golden Bough, their second one. It might not be enough to serve as a permanent fix for the problem of the Qlipoth Deterrence failure, but it can at least stave off the issue for a little longer. What should be a triumphant return, however, is instead muddled by the aftermath of Merru's Distortion and the betrayal at the hands of the Managers AI Assistant Ange. And so, managers, how are all of you faring with a Golden Bough in your possession, but having witnessed the truth behind your facility's purpose, given what you witnessed Merru become, and the fallout of what occurred between Ange and Prior? And we'll begin with you, Mix, if you'd like to introduce yourself and let us know how Mix is doing.
Mix has been driving mostly just because it's like helps them like just kind of think. They have a moment to think. Been driving, been like sat, slept, napped, that sort of thing. They currently are thinking a lot. They have the Golden Bough, yes, but they learned basically the whole deal with what was Ange was keeping from them. That bothered Mix a lot. The other thing that's on Mix's mind is the distortion phenomenon. 3 of their colleagues have distorted now, and they're just trying to, I suppose, like keep a mental note. Like once they have time later, I'm sure they'll like be writing down on some research notes like the little that they know, because again, this has happened to 3 of their colleagues and they don't want it to happen to them either. So whatever they can do to just note that and just keep their mind going, because they feel if their mind stops for a moment, they're just gonna like completely just like almost keel over with the mental exhaustion. But you know, once they get to the facility, they'll feel a lot better for sure.
Absolutely. And as you're keeping notes, the little drone, Pascal, does keep flying over you, doing little tricks, like flipping upside down as if trying to get your attention while you're trying to work.
Yeah, Mix will like every now and then like look at Pascal and like, you know, like don't get down from there. If Pascal goes like too high. But you know, Pascal at least is a nice distraction from everything that's going on. So they may seem a little annoyed, but they are thankful all the same.
Absolutely. And we go next to you, Merru.
Yes. Hello. So Merru, he is, I mean, I think it's a little obvious he is exhausted. Merru is, he's kind of been forcing himself to stay awake, once everything started calming down. But, you know, he's relieved to be alive, you know. He's relieved they accomplished their mission. And he's a little frazzled about everything that happened in that facility still, but frankly, he's a little too tired to think too deeply about it right now. But I will say he does every now and then keep giving little glances in Kai's direction, not saying anything, but you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he's okay, just tired.
Understandably so. And as you keep doing so, Prior, we go to you and how you're faring with what went down last time.
Merru is in one piece. The Golden Bough is in our possession. There are many, many reasons to be thankful that everything handled the way it was. Prior has spent most of the journey quiet. He has been introspective. The Golden Bough will be a stopgap solution, but we always knew it wasn't the stopgap solution. It'll be required, then, to continue to pursue more. The facility's defenses will need to be further heightened. The future is far more uncertain than it has ever been before. But, Prior must consider all these outcomes. He's otherwise doing just fine. He's doing better than fine, in fact. The only concerning thing being that he's been skipping meals every now and again on the way back. Just telling Merru to only make for 3 and finding himself more consumed with his paperwork than he is with his appetite.
Absolutely. And I should ask then, Merru, have you only been making meals for free, or have you been leaving meals for Prior?
That's a great question. I think he has been making meals for 3. But and by meals for 3, I more mean like meals for 2.5. He mostly eats leftovers. We don't need to get into that. But I think he did though probably leave out something that is not gonna go bad. Like, I don't know, maybe he left out the rest of the trail mix in case Prior wanted to snack on something, and it's not a waste if it's in place of a meal.
Absolutely. That is left out for Prior. The whether or not it goes untouched is up to Prior. And Kai, how are you faring? And as I imagine you've noticed Merru giving you glances once in a while. Actually, you probably haven't now that I think about it, because Merru always has a Justicia on, but...
I think... Oh, right. I'm Kai Calypso. I play Manager Kai. Hi. I think Kai is less so aware of Merru staring at him because of Justicia, and more so acutely aware of the tension that is so thick in this van that you could cut it with a knife, but not necessarily as between the managers' interpersonal relationships, but the everything that has happened. Knowing that it hasn't been addressed, but also being in something of a state of shock after having experienced so much at once. I don't know if he's had time to process a lot of it. He doesn't know how much any of them have had time to process it. I think his only hopes are when getting back to the facility that maybe for a moment they can all get some rest, especially Merru. He knows how much he must need it. And I'm sure he has had his fair share of unvoiced concerns about Prior skipping meals, because he's not one to do that.
Absolutely. I imagine you have indeed noticed that fact about the man, especially considering how long you had worked under him. And the nugget who you all, or person rather, I should say, that you all rescued from the facility, is currently asleep. I believe at the end of last session, Mix, you had put this person, you'd basically tucked them into your bed.
Yes, because Mix was going to be driving most of the way anyways, so it's better just to give this person at least a little more comfort.
Absolutely. So this person has been pretty much asleep for the most part, I imagine. You all have a feeling that at some point you'll be able to talk to them, but for the moment they have not really stirred. If any of you have tried to check on them, they're clearly alive, but you have a feeling they are exhausted. And so, you all do have a moment to regroup, assess yourselves, assess the state of things. You all can heal to full, health and sanity-wise.
Nice.
Thank goodness. Well, in that case, I think probably Mix, I don't know what time of day it is or where everyone is, but I think Mix would probably be like, call it to this, like, hey, do we have a meeting now?
Pryor stands up from the table in the back where he's sort of staring out the window. I don't see why we can't.
Awesome.
Available.
Go ahead.
I said, is everyone available?
I can't imagine Kai's busy with anything.
Yeah, no, Merru, he's available.
Awesome. We have a lot to talk about. Well, there's one thing I want to talk about. I don't know about you guys, but yeah. Why don't we gather up? Mick says as they sort of put their notes all together and then put them to the side. As everyone gathers, they kind of probably in the front area. There's like another like small like sitting, like a couple seats or something. They sort of take a seat and say, I just, first of all, how's everyone feeling? You all good?
Pryor leans back against the table and quirks an eyebrow.
I'm alive. We're alive. So, that's good.
You're good, Merru?
I am okay.
Okay. Checking up on everyone. We've all been through a lot these past couple, days. Really mainly this past day, but regardless, good. Everyone's in good health. I don't want to really beat around the bush too much. I mentioned it when we were leaving, and I'm going to mention it again. The things that Ange has been doing to us, the time loops, I guess we could call them.
Localized, standardized, time. Yes. Theoretically, I was aware T Corp was capable of such things, and I was aware that L Corp had partnered with T Corp, but I've never seen it with my own eyes before.
It's not surprising, I guess. It doesn't surprise me that the capability is there. I was witness to it. I even used it briefly. What I mean more so. Mix rubs their eyes and then says, I guess I just wanted to talk about it because, I mean, you saw what happened to us. You all did. I think it's worth talking about. We shouldn't just, you know, move on immediately without at least touching on it. How you guys feeling about that, at least?
They say that if you repeat a coin toss enough times, you're going to get an equal number of heads and tails. Sometimes it always seemed that we got lucky. Even when the situation got bad, we all ended up surviving to the next day. Seems that luck may have not been the only factor that played a role in that.
Yeah. It's a bit, I guess, hard to wrap my head around. Like, I saw what happened, but it's weird to think that was actually real since, you know, we're here. I don't know, it's hard to understand for me.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, you're probably not the only one. I'd be surprised if any of us could understand it. I mean...
Well, speak for yourself.
I'm saying people aren't built to see themselves die over and over again. Even you, I imagine.
I think if you had a glimpse underneath my hood, you would find I am assembled in such a way where that does not bother me as much as it would bother you. But I don't mean to undermine your point with that. I think you're correct. Witnessing yourself die is a traumatizing experience. And it was the first 100 times it happened to me. I'm sure it was just as horrible for Kai to witness me get torn apart time and time again, though, mind you, by the time I met Kai, that didn't happen too frequently.
This isn't a contest of who can withstand. I'm just saying we saw our own bodies, our own selves die over and over again. I mean, who knows what number we are? I just wanted to make sure that I guess everyone's okay. But it's fine. Look, at the end of the day, it looks like everyone's stable. No one's worrying me too much. I also figure...
It's not like we actually got the memories back, nor do I think that such things are recoverable. Those existences existed as temporal anomalies. We are the same people we always were. If we weren't, we would be in violation of, I'm sure, one of the head's many, many taboos. Still, yet another way, I suppose, to get around the true resurrection rules. You're not really dead if your time is rewound. Look at that.
I suppose so. The other thing... Mix looks conflicted in bringing this up, but decides that they should, because at the very least, it is something to mention. Mix says, I think just... If that's the case, fine. Cool, I just wanted to bring it up. The only other thing I just want to bring up briefly is just... I don't know how you're all feeling about what Ange did. She did lie to us. Didn't mention it. I'm not here to say we should take any specific definitive action, or that we shouldn't, but it's just worth keeping in mind. I'm sure we all have thoughts about that. And Mick says that and looks at Pryor pretty distinctly.
You've come a long, long way, Mix. Subtlety still isn't your specialty. Though I suppose that also wasn't your intention. I have made my thoughts completely transparent to Ange, and I want nothing more to do with her. I will continue to provide for her to our promise, as to do otherwise would be putting our entire facility in absolute jeopardy. Ange is incredibly capable and very dangerous. I was unaware fully of how much her desire to escape our facility would guide and direct her actions. Now that we're aware of it, we can take better steps towards making sure that we are prepared for any further issues.
I can trust you when you say that, right?
I have no reason to be dishonest with any of you.
Mix stares at Pryor for a moment and then nods.
I
Okay.
promise I am being honest with you all. A man is nothing without his word.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that nobody was going to get out of hand. And then Mix looks over at Merru and Kai. What about you guys?
I mean, and Merru, he glances away for a second, before looking back, and he goes, I mean, I can't say I was surprised. I didn't know, obviously, what she would or wouldn't do, but I had, I guess, a conversation with her at one point, with just her, where I think I had every right to believe that she didn't have our best interests in mind, especially mine, but ours. She maybe didn't like what I had to say to her, but I just wasn't exactly sure what to do with the information. Couldn't exactly. I didn't exactly feel like I could bring it up, I guess.
Sorry you felt that way.
It's, well, what happened, I guess.
Age-old saying. It is what it is. Kai?
I've always trusted the three of you implicitly in a way that I've never really felt about Ange. Not that I ever would have strayed from the mission in the first place, but watching myself kill all of you and myself a few dozen times definitely solidified those feelings into a bit more of a broad distrust than a general skepticism. But I can't make executive decisions on what to do about all of that. I just I hope you know that I trust all of you to know what to do, and that I stand by however we approach her in the future.
Okay. Then all in favor of moving forward as normal? Raise your hand, and Mix will raise theirs.
I'm not raising my hand, but that's fine.
Sorry, I've been a little low energy as of late, but I concur. There's nothing we can do for now. No reason not to stay the course.
We're gonna keep moving forward, doing what we're doing. So,
All right, we're all in agreement. In that
We are going
case,
to need to have to discuss, though, eventually, what are we going to do when Ange leaves the facility? We have too many dangerous abnormalities to not have an oversight protocol, but we can't necessarily go snatch another AI from somewhere. Might have to begin training one of our agents, maybe a council of agents, take on more of an oversight role, try and split the responsibilities between them.
I can talk to Yuna about that. See if we can get something started. In fact, might actually be a good role. They are an outsider, so different ideas, different ways to work. Be a useful mind to have if we're trying to have someone else start to take care of things.
Yuna was effectively the manager of their laboratory, so I think that would be a perfect fit.
That being said, I and Mix will stand up. Have some more notes to write. Merru, at some point I want to talk to you more about the Distortion.
Okay.
All of you at this point have distorted, and I honestly, as much as I've taken notes from what you've all told, from what both of you told me, I still can't really understand it. But I'll try my best. I'll probably talk to you about it at some point in the next coming days. Probably at some point, maybe on our way back. I don't know. I just want to make sure we at least have everything on paper. I don't want this to happen to me, and Mix will chuckle a bit. I think that would be best for everyone.
Yes. No. I don't think that I want to deal with any more people falling to that phenomenon. Maybe we can ask you no more questions. They seem to know a lot more than they let on at first.
Yeah, I'll do that, but at the very least I will poke a brain while it's fresh.
You shouldn't be poking brains at all. It makes them... never mind.
That's fine, you're tired. Anyways, I'll be doing that, and just let me know once our, I guess, stowaway. Our patient would be a better word. Once our friend wakes up, I wouldn't mind sleeping in a bed again. Anyways. And Mix will, at this point, walk back towards, like, the driver's seat and sit down.
I'll go keep Mix company in the front of the car. I could use a different angle on the road, I suppose. Same gray, decrepit buildings, same sparse cans and trash along the side of the road. At least a new perspective might make it a little less boring. And Pryor will also head to the front of the RV.
Absolutely. You two head to the front of the RV. Pascal beeps and follows the both of you. And Merru, Kai, you two are left alone.
Yes. I think Merru, he watches Mix go, watches Pryor go. He's being kind of weird, but like it's whatever. Too tired to focus on that. But I think Merru will stand up, and it looks like he's going to go walk away, also, but then he'll stop and turn around and just kind of stare at Kai silently. Like, you can't see his eyes, but you know he's staring, like, really intensely for a number of seconds, like at least 10, before he suddenly like moves like right over to where Kai is. Oh, that's too close. Right, wait, like right there.
Wow.
And he'll lift up Justicia and just go, Kai.
Well, Merru is right up in Kai's face and was staring at him, which I cannot assume that Kai was so socially inept that he would take it as anything other than wanting to be talked to. And he'll say, yes, Merru? Are you okay?
Well, and he like fiddles with the collar of Magic Bullet for a second, and he clearly is looking awkward, and he goes, I am sorry for not being a good friend to you lately. But then he pauses and thinks about what he just said, shakes his head and goes, actually, I mean, I'm sorry that I haven't given you much of an opportunity to be a good friend to me. Yeah, that's what I mean. I am sorry.
Kai is taken a bit aback, but I think very touched that Merru would talk to him first about something like this. He will pause for a second just to gather his thoughts, and he'll say, you know, Merru, when I spoke to you a while ago, before, about, you know, my own issues, I also felt that after I had lost control of myself, that I never gave you the opportunity to help me either, or to be a good friend, I guess. We're both learning how to have friends again, I think.
I guess so. I just... Oh, what were you saying?
Oh, no, if you have,
I guess it's not that I don't trust you. I guess, always, you just always kind of seemed like you were someone who, like, remember we had that conversation a while ago about how, like, you do things, like, in your nature? I just kind of always thought part of that was you always following Prior's judgment, you know? And, like, I guess I figured you probably would want to stop being like that, but I guess I just never thought you would. I thought you wouldn't get better with that. And I don't feel like I did a bad thing for not telling you about what was happening with my worries with Miss Ange and all that. I just didn't... Maybe I'm realizing that I guess I could have taken a risk, I guess, and let you prove me wrong, you know? Because you are my friend. And I wanted you to prove me wrong, but I didn't let you anyway. So I just wanted to say that that's it.
Well, thank you. I think hindsight is 20/20, and I don't blame you at all for making the assumptions that you did, because frankly I didn't know that I would be able to do so either. I've grown to value you quite greatly, Merru, and you know, I want to become someone that you can trust, and I don't think you were a bad person for hesitating to do so before, but I'm glad that I proved you wrong, even if that sounds a bit silly to say. I couldn't possibly be upset at you for having the thoughts that you did, but if you're okay talking about it, while you were distorted, I know it's fresh, but you talked about memories replaying, and missing people.
I did?
Yeah.
No,
it's okay. I'm sure the others, if they bring it up, will not hound you all at once. But I can't imagine that was just about your sister. And as much as you've hesitated to trust me, I can tell that you have the foundations of being someone that other people trust. Were there others? Friends that you had before?
And you can tell Merru now he's the one who's kind of taken aback. Because obviously hearing about that was news to him. About anything he was saying during the distortion. And like he instinctively, like you see him take like a little step back, as his eyes kind of widen, but he stops himself before he takes a second step back. And he just goes, yes, can we like, and he glances around from side to side and then points over at like a corner of the room to like sit down on the floor, and he goes, can we sit there if I'm gonna talk about this?
Of course. Kai will, is he, I presume he's sitting at the booth. I think, he'll knock his knee against something and wince a bit in his hurry to get out of, the booth and sit in the corner with Merru.
Well, Merru, he will sit down, kind of like huddled against the wall, next to Kai, and he'll just go, yeah, no, I no one's really ever asked me about them that much. At least not that I can remember. But I had a pack. I mean, back streets, you know. You pretty much always, if you're a rat, you have a pack. I had one. I guess I had a number of like friends when I was younger, but there were like three of them plus me in my pack, and Vienna was there. But like she didn't really call herself as part of it, but anyway, so how do I don't even know how to talk about them. And he like pauses and he keeps like fidgeting with his jacket as he tries to figure out how he wants to word this, and then he'll sigh and go, okay, so like, you know what some of District 23 looked like, but like our neighborhood, it wasn't its own like town or anything. It was just like this big construction zone, I guess. Things were always being worked on. Nothing was ever getting done, and it sucked. You know, it was kind of like there's no reasons to go there, only reasons to leave. So the people who were kind of there, we kind of just stuck together. And so I met a lot of people just from being out and around, but I knew my pack for forever. I mean, we were like childhood friends, I guess. And so, like I said, there were three others. There was, so like, and when he pauses this time, it's less out of like apprehension, and this time you can almost kind of see this like different little glint in his eye. And he goes, so like Misha, he was the youngest of us. He had like super dark hair that I thought was black. He always claimed it was brown if you like stood in the sun directly, so that means it was basically black. So but he was like kind of shy, kind of nerdy, I guess. Like he and our other friend, they would always like tinker with the shit we'd find in the junk piles that was like left behind by the construction workers. And like we even got like a working radio and a TV at one point, but then someone smashed the TV screen and it didn't work after that. But he wanted to run a workshop. Like he wanted to make all sorts of gear and weapons, and he even came up with the concept for some of my prosthetics. I mean, not that they turned out the way they were supposed to, but when I was actually able to get everything done. But he was sweet, weirdly innocent, despite where he lived. He got killed a long time ago. I barely remembered his face or voice until recently. All I could remember was how I'm not gonna get into that. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Please keep going. I'm sorry to hear that, but
no, it's fine. It's fine. He was good. But my other friend was this girl named Theo. She insisted we all use the nickname instead of her full name. She was really cool and tough and like funny and all that. She was like one of my best friends. We were always getting into some bullshit together, and she was awesome. It was really easy to talk to her. And then he'll kind of give like 3 really quick glances at Kai, and he goes, I don't know if this is okay, but sometimes you kind of remind me of her. Just like it's easy to talk to you, and sometimes it makes me think of her. That's not like bad or weird or anything, right?
Kai I think Kai almost blushes a little bit, and curls in on himself, and says, "No, that's not bad at all, Meru. I'm honored by that.
Oh, okay.
Thank you."
Well, no, she was really cool. I mean, I don't know, she was great. I always said that if Vienna taught me how to defend myself, Theo taught me how to fight. Sometimes we did these, like, fighting things against other kids in the neighborhood for On. And I even, like, got a nickname from it. They called me the Jackal. You know why?
Why?
And I think Merru, he'll lower his mask and kind of like bare his teeth, and he goes, "'Cause I bite." I chewed a kid's ear off one time. Like, it wasn't the greatest
wow.
strategy. Yeah, no, he was so shocked. I like spit it back out at him. He didn't know what to do. Like, what do you do if that happens to you? And so then I like knocked him out. And she thought it was cool. Misha was horrified. But it was fun. That's a funny story, right?
I think it's a funny story.
Okay.
I don't know how
Well-
much some of the others might appreciate it, but
She always thought it was really funny. So I'm glad. So yeah, there was her, and then well, then there was there was Jackson. He was the first friend I ever had. We met when we were like really young. And he was way smarter than me. And he always, like looked out for me and all that stuff, and we were just he was the best, and he wanted to do so many different things. He was so ambitious. And don't laugh. I never brought it up around you guys, since I don't know how certain people would feel about this topic, but we were planning on being fixers. Mostly me and Jackson, but I'm sure Theo would have joined us. And Jackson said that he'd make sure we'd like become colors one day. Like we had the names we would hope to get one day planned out. We had our whole futures like planned out by the time we got a little older, and I believed we would do it, He wanted to like help the city more than the fixers we had seen around town ever did for us, and I did too. I wanted to help. And there's another like long pause before he goes, I don't know if I've gotten over losing him. I think we had like such a big dream, and he believed in me like no one else did, and then everyone else started believing in me too, and then everything was gone, and I was just kind of there to exist, I guess. And all I even have left of him is this thesaurus, I guess, that we used to use to study when we were kids. Because I was shit at school. I was so bad. It just eats at me to not know how he died, He wasn't... I was supposed to be doing more than... And then I think Merru will kind of like slump a little bit and kind of like lean his weight against Kai's like arm and shoulder, and then just goes, I miss them, Kai.
Kai will lean back into Merru a bit, and kind of push the side of his head against the top of Merru's, and he'll say, "They sound wonderful. I'm sure if there's a heaven, or if any of them are still out there, they miss you too. I know that you didn't get to do everything that you wanted, but I honestly and truly think that you are someone worth being proud of." Do you think maybe Jackson's a color fixer waiting for you?
No. 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 I'll bring you one day to... I had a little burial site set up. I brought my thesaurus with me so I could finally bring it there. I'll introduce you. I think they would be happy to know that I have another friend, I guess. So,
I'd be honored.
Thanks. You know, I'm tired, Kai. Do you mind if I take a nap right now? I can't sleep in my bed. I'm bad at sleeping in beds right now, but I can't sleep in the bathroom because what if that person wakes up and it'd be awkward and
You want to sleep right here?
Can I?
You can close your eyes for a bit. I'll stay.
Thanks. And I think Merru will, rest, actually. So.
Absolutely. Kai, do you stay with him?
Kai, probably slumps down a bit more, just to get comfortable, because they are on the floor in the corner of a room. He sighs deeply, watching Merru drift off. Once he can tell that he's asleep, he will reach into his coat with his free arm, pull out a small vial of Anchophelin, and down it quickly, before relaxing his shoulders a bit and quietly watching Merru gently breathe as he drifts off into deeper sleep.
Absolutely. You are able to stay there with him. I imagine it's been a while, actually, hasn't it, Kai, since you've taken Enchophalin?
I don't think there's been much opportunity for him. I think the main thing stopping withdrawal symptoms from getting too bad is the fact that he's been on a constant fight or flight. But the moment that he gets to relax, it is something that feels like a necessity.
Absolutely. When you take it, you feel that it's like it all comes back at once. That sort of feeling it brings, that buzz, that like relaxing calm that washes over you, sort of dulling your senses. And while the two of you stay like this, Prior, Mix, Do either of you have anything you both do for your nightly routines?
Mix is just like taking notes and writing stuff down. I mean, they'll probably sleep on the booth, but that's about it.
Pryor can tell that Mix is hard at work and he's off in his own mind anyway, but he does sort of turn over his shoulder back to Mix and go, "If I didn't see you loot any bodies, where'd you get that new spine that you've been showing off recently?"
You're an asshole. Do you know that? Just want to let you know that.
Comes
I
from
don't
years
know.
of experience, decades even.
Look, dude, the three of you have distorted already. I don't. I think kind of required. Look, Pryor, I'm just trying to keep things together as best I can.
How's the crown feel?
I don't have a crown, Pryor. I don't. I think what I have right now is a very, very heavy eyelids that just want to get some sleep. Okay. You know what? And, Mix is making sure not to, speak too loudly so the others, because presumably Kai and Merru are doing their own thing. Mix says, I think you've had a lot of issues recently. I know I wasn't being subtle. You're right. I wasn't trying to be. I just need to make sure you're, solid. Okay? I just want to make sure you're okay. And that you're okay, not just for my sake, but for everyone's sake. Because, I think we can all agree that things have been pretty tumultuous lately. I'm just worried. I mean, the last thing we need now is for there to be a big spat once we get back at the facility, especially with Merru having gone what he just went through, right? Nobody else. And I don't want to be like this. I hate being this person, but Kai's not going to do it. And Merru definitely isn't. Right now, at least. So, I just need you to work with me. I didn't start this whole voting thing, this democracy thing to take power for myself or away from you. I started it because I think you just need some time, right? Some time to process things. And I believe you. I believe you when you told me that it wouldn't be a problem, that I can trust you. And I do trust you. I just can't trust everyone else either, right? All these situations we get ourselves in. And to be honest, I'm not even sure if bringing this person with us is the right move, right? I'm still 50-50 on that. I mean, yes, information is good, but we are risking a lot. We were risking a lot at the time to bring someone with us. I mean, we had to go back. Look, I don't even necessarily agree. I don't want to say that I told you so, Ange. I'm just.
Yeah. What a shit sandwich being in charge is, huh?
Not in charge. I'm not a leader. I'm just someone who's trying to get through this. Just trying to survive.
No, if you were doing that, you wouldn't have been doing half the shit you currently are. A leader asks, how do I get everyone else through this? Which is why you came to me It's why you started voting. It's why you're thinking about the phenomenon, how you can avoid it, how you can make sure no further spats happen. I blinked and time moved on. You're not sitting on the floor of J Corp, crying. You passed me somewhere on the road. I didn't ask where your crown was because I was trying to be a jackass. And I don't try to be a jackass, I just happen to innately be one of those. I asked because I think you should take power while it is being offered to you. I am in a position of weakness. I've lost my own confidence, not to mention the confidence of my allies. That's not to say that I can't gain it back, but right now, this facility needs leadership. It needs discipline. It needs strength. I am no longer against democracy because it limits my power. I now am against democracy because it makes me too strong. I've come to terms with the fact that I am weak, Mix, and I have become weak. Not just in thought, but in body and skill. There was a time where I'm sure I could have fought each and every one of you. Now I lag behind you all in every fight, shouting orders from the back, quivering, clutching my blade when they get close enough to strike me. Bullets flying. The most I can offer you all is the fact that you don't have to worry when they reach me and inevitably tear me to shreds. I am not asking you to take the crown, Mix. There is no one else but you to claim it. I'm asking, are you going to wear it or not?
Mix actually brings the RV slowly to a stop and parks for a moment. And hands on the wheel, just looking straight forward. And then looks and turns over towards Pryor. And there is something very different in their eyes that it does not look familiar. You've probably never seen. It's a strange look. It's like the look of it almost feels like the look of a animal lying in wait as its prey tires and tires until it can no longer move, and then it will strike. And Mix says, you can't take that back, right?
There is a glassy, mirror-like age in Pryor's own gaze as he looks back, and for a second Mix will catch herself in his mirror-like eyes. Ambition is a terrible thing. People think that greed leads you to be fat, lazy. No. Ambition leads you to starve yourself for any advantage. It leads you to hunger forever for what you can't possess. But I have come to realize that my greed has left me emancipated. It has left me freed from the shackles I once held. But in this city now, I am too weak to clutch onto and hold what was once mine. Dreams of an empire. Dreams of something more for this city. dashed on the rocks. An emperor of corpses. You have seen my twisted and warped desires, raging, sobbing, screaming. That is what lurks in the depths of my heart. Things that cannot be undone. So I know I can't take back what I've said to you, Mix. My fields are barren. Nothing, no more empires will grow from the soil that I cling to. So I will plant the seeds in yours in my stead. Perhaps you can do what I could not. Perhaps you will find how miserable it is to be empire, how awful it is to be a kingdom. But while you will understand, you will succeed. And it is a tragedy I can no longer bear.
Mix has been listening quietly, and then slowly starts up the RV and starts driving again. I can't say what exactly will sprout from the seeds you're planting right now. Nor could I tell you what shape it will take.
Men who cannot do, teach. So I'll teach you this. Pick what kind of crown you want, its color and its shape. You will find very quickly how few choices you have when you are the leader. So make the ones that are within your control and cling to them.
Very well.
I will leave you to the road.
Mix nods. There is a part of them that kind of is stunned, not because of what Pryor said to them, but because of how easy it was for them to just say yes. It's almost a little scary. But it doesn't feel wrong either. Why does it feel different from before back at the casino? But then Mix just brushes it off. That's not important. And they will keep driving.
Absolutely. Mix, you keep driving. And Pryor, what do you do?
Pryor moves his way across the RV. He doesn't meet anyone's eyes, and he finds himself a seat at the table. Goes back to looking out the window, leaving the trail mix untouched, gazing into his own eyes in the window, hoping to find some echo of strength in them that has been absent for a long, long time.
The eyes gaze back, and all you can see is the man you are now. The one who is so much weaker than you were in the past. And as you stare out the window, Mix,
Mhm.
you're still driving, but I imagine at some point, you know you should probably rest. Pascal is hovering over you and beeps a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know that Pascal can drive the RV.
Yeah, no, I think Mix was mainly driving just because, like I said, it's like just a way to do something with their hands before, finally getting some rest. But yeah, as Pascal beeps, Mix will sigh and say, "Fine, just be careful,
Pascal beeps again when told to be careful.
be nice to your sister."
Pascal kind of blinks like it's light a couple times and kind of
What?
makes like a quizzical whirring sound.
What? She was here before you. She's your older sister.
Pascal makes a beeping noise and then begins to do flips in the air above you, Mix. As if trying to say, can my sister do this?
Okay, be nice. Lady Wolf is very dignified, has gotten us to and from, and has gotten us plenty of places that we wouldn't normally. I'm just saying, you gotta respect your big sis.
Pascal's
Just play nice.
green light kind of dims a bit.
I still love you.
It beeps happily and it goes to the wheel.
Gosh. Kids these days. And Mix will go over and give Pascal a little smooch on the top, and then say goodnight, and then go to the booth and sleep.
Absolutely. It makes a very happy noise when you give it a kiss. And it will drive the RV. I'm just gonna make a little roll to see how well Pascal is driving. Alright, Pascal,
Oh,
you got
gosh.
this.
Yeah.
5 successes. It's a smooth ride. Pascal
Yeah.
does not crash the RV, does not run into any pedestrians, does not hit any buses that might be on the road.
Yep. That is my fucking son right there. Mix will make sure to tell Pascal that they are very proud.
Pascal beeps happily. And Mix, do you head to sleep?
Yes. Yeah, they do.
Absolutely.
And Mr. DM, if I may be so bold,
Yes. Of course.
I think could Mix have a dream?
Absolutely. Would you like to
Awesome.
describe the dream that Mix has?
Yes. Okay. All right. So, Mix goes to sleep, and as they drift off to sleep, at first it's pretty calm, peaceful. There's nothing strange going on. And then Mix wakes up. But there's something different about the way they wake up. They open their eyes, but they don't see anything, or at least they're not seeing well. It's blurry. They can barely recognize different shapes in front of them, and it's very dark. They try and turn and look around, but they feel their body moving without meaning to. They feel a pain explode high up in their chest. A column of air is pushed from their mouth, and their body lurches. And then they feel something split. And their vision splits in two. Suddenly, darkness, and then again. It's almost as if they wake up again. They open their mouth, and there's a foreign noise that comes from deep within their insides, as though a solid piece had cracked, popped. They look down, and a rough-hewn construct of squirming intestines spiked with bones falls out of their chest. And then everything goes dark again. And then they wake up again. They look down, they see only pulp, sharp bone splinters, and a loose eye dangling. Again, they close their eyes and wake up. They hear the sound of something slicing through the wind, and then suddenly they look down and see their own body fall to the floor. Then they hear sounds of wet, sickeningly wet thuds as guts and blood splatters onto the floor. But they don't hear any screams. They never hear screams. It's silent. They hear the cracking of bones being split apart. They feel the sensations of something plunging past their skin and slicing apart the soft insides. Repeated over and 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 over. It feels like it's been going on forever. Mix feels air rise up from their lungs, up their chest, into their throat, and then finally it reaches their mouth. And then finally, after so many deaths, they scream. And they wake up. Bish. Oh, fuck. Yeah. They look around. What time is it? Is it morning? they realize they've just woken up from a nightmare. And it's morning.
Prior. Oh, go ahead.
They feel their body quickly. Everything is normal. It was just a dream. It was just a nightmare.
Excellent. Prior is going to run into the room with the sound of someone screaming as they wake up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that would wake someone up.
Yes, I'll say, I imagine Prior was probably the closest, so Prior, that wakes you up, you run into the room. Kai, Merru, did you two fall asleep basically together then?
On the floor, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. You two are also woken up, so Prior, you have a moment to say something to Mix, and then the two of you are able to run in.
Prior it comes into the room. He's wearing a set of loose sweatpants and holding Life for a Daredevil in a reverse grip. He did not have time to put gaze on. All the eyes of nothing there dart in different directions. And he looks left and looks right, and he just goes, and then he looks straight at Mix and goes, "Danger?"
And Prior, you did not hear mimicry at the sound of the scream.
It was a dream. A dream. And Mix is covered in sweat. Like, they are drenched as they, like, just try and wipe their brow. It was a dream. It was sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, fuck.
Come on, let's get you up.
Yeah.
And Prior will offer his hand to Mix.
Please. And Mix will take his hand, and I assume at this point they see the others walk up, and they look a little sheepish.
Prior immediately raises the hand holding Life for a Daredevil and gives the kind of like half-hearted wave of like, you know, no need to get to arms. You look like you took a swim in U Corp.
Sorry. I didn't mean to
Don't
make
apologize.
It
It happens to everyone.
Yeah. Didn't mean to wake you guys up. Mix will look over at Kai and Merru, apologetically.
I mean, Merru is wide awake now. His prosthetics are flashing rapidly, but they slowly go back to normal, and he goes, "Oh, it's fine."
Are Kai and Merru still in their ego gear?
Yes.
Yeah, we fell asleep on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prior's gonna look at the both of you with his like half-tied sweatpants and like all his like faded augments all over his chest and look at the two of you and go, "Were you preparing for an attack in the middle of the night or something?"
No, I passed out because I was tired.
You two don't need me to tell you that you increase your risk of mental corruption by up to 25% for every additional 8 hours you wear your ego gear. I highly recommend that the two of you should disrobe and store them somewhere safely.
I slept fine. Thank you.
Sorry.
Did you keep them in their ego gear, Mix?
No, I didn't. Shit.
Sorry.
And Mix...
Sorry. Yeah, Prior actually pats Mix's back slightly, and his voice and gaze softens, and he goes, I got a little spooked. I wasn't really in any position to respond to any actual danger.
No,
Let's get you over to the shower. You're gonna need a wash up.
No, wait, just... Okay. All of you, all of you right now. What did you dream of? Right now.
I dreamt of playing a game with some people I used to know.
Kai?
I don't remember much of it, but it was nice.
Prior?
Same thing I dream of every night.
Okay. Shit. Fuck, okay. I think you were wrong. I think you were wrong about talking about... And Mix will sit back down on the booth.
Hey. Yeah. Sure, Prior will kind of like gently lower Mix down onto the booth, and he just goes, "I'll go grab you a cold compress."
I think you're wrong. The deaths, they can come back. I can't remember the details, but I felt it. I felt every time I died. Could feel my body being ripped apart. I mean, it was so real. And Mix like looks over, and like Kai and Merru can notice like Mix is like just like almost like this is almost like kind of how Mix looked when they like all first left the facility, like very like in shock. And Mix continues and says, "It was just, I could feel my body being split apart. I saw my head get cut off. And God, it felt so real. That wasn't just a nightmare. That was memories."
Prior comes back in with a cold compress and says, "Put this on your forehead."
Yeah, thanks. And Mix will... That was real. It was... You guys need to be careful.
Hey, can you look at me? And Prior will bend down to get on eye level with Mix. Prior holds up a single finger in front of Mix and goes, "Follow my finger."
You should use your middle finger, it'd be funnier. Yeah, I'm following.
"I'm sorry, I'm actually caring about you right now. I don't have time to be an asshole. To the left, to the right, up, down. Got your nose."
Thanks. Ugh.
All right, you
No, but seriously, I'm fine.
look like you've had a severe episode of adrenaline, a panic response. Do you want the truth to comfort you, or do you just need some time to compress?
No, I need to know.
Okay, Mix. Briar will gently put his hands on Mix's shoulders. There is no way you have access to those memories. They don't exist. It's not like me with Neo. I think of Neo like a never-ending performance. The pieces get pulled apart and come back together. My memories persist because I am a continuous entity. The T Corp technology, as I understand it, is like reverting you. The vase does not remember being broken. It is simply put back together instantly. It never was broken. The time in which it was broken ceases to exist. I am sure that your mind has conjured all number of terrifying things that it believes would fill in the gaps of what you now realize is missing memories you don't have. But you do not remember the time loop. It is not possible unless someone put those memories back into your mind, and there has never been a time that you have been separated from us long enough for that to happen.
That wasn't a normal dream. I can tell you that much. I don't know what it was prior. I understand what you're saying. I thought of it while you were helping me up. I just need you all to be very aware. Who knows what it is? It could be nothing. It could just be a regular nightmare. But
Do you promise?
of course,
And
I
Pryor gives Mix a shit-eating grin.
don't. You're an asshole.
Okay. And I will continue to be one until the day I die for good. I will believe you, because a person is only as good as their word. I'll go do some research, see if there's any way or anything I can find on memory, recollection. Maybe you got afflicted by something. Maybe there was an abnormality at the other facility. Either way, the records that we managed to save, that you managed to transfer out, might have some clues in them. Maybe we can interrogate our new guest.
Yeah. And Mix will look over at
Or before, yeah, Pryor gets himself back in Mix's gaze for one moment more before he lowers his voice down and he goes, "Are you sure you're okay, Mix?"
I'm fine.
Okay. Then I'm gonna let you get back to it. And Pryor will stand up and, believing Mix, step away.
Mix will look over at Kai and Merru and then kind of just let out a large sigh. They're kind of exhausted again, but they're recovering at this point. They say, just be careful. On the off chance that it is related to the time loops, if either of you have any kind of weird dreams, let me know right away.
You'll hear
Merru.
me scream when I wake up.
Sorry.
And what was Merru about to say?
Oh, I was gonna say that Merru initially doesn't reply, and he's just staring at Mix. Takes a quick glance away, but then goes, "Noted."
If that's what Pryor feels every time. Shit. God. Nothing. But he is right. You guys should get out of those clothes, get in your regular ones. Jesus Christ, I need a fucking shower. And Mix will kind of stumble a bit as they try to get up. They're still a little weak. But they just manage to. They kind of cling onto the wall. They look over.
As you start to go to the shower, you see that, in your bed, it looks like the person there is stirring. You imagine that the scream probably had woken them up. So they will be ready if any of you want to talk to them, but first, if Mix needs a moment to shower, if Merru and Kai need a moment to change out of their ego.
Yeah. No, yeah. Mix will sort of kind of sigh and then go shower, change, and then go over because they for sure want to talk to this person.
I noticed, Mr. DM, you gave room for everyone else to shower and change, but not Pryor. Is he stuck in his?
Oh well, no.
sleepwear
Pryor,
for the
you
rest
can
of the
also
day?
shower and change.
Thank
No,
you.
sorry, we've. You
No,
also can.
The old man's weak. The old man's weak enough. Don't deprive him of gaze.
Yes, you may put back on your ego suit.
Pryor from the 5th year will unfortunately be forced to do the rest of the campaign in sweatpants. Sorry, everyone.
This is true. This is true. But yes, unless any of you have something in particular you'd like to describe regarding your change of clothes or your change in how you're feeling.
Yeah. Mix will like enter, shower, and then step out looking completely like not disheveled at all, perfect makeup, all that. Somehow in the span of 10 minutes, and they have like their sweater, big old oversized sweater.
As Pryor is going into the bathroom, as Mix leaves, he goes, "Oh yeah, Mix, one more thing.
What's up?
Hold out your hand."
Ugh, and Mix will hold out.
Pryor puts his hand on Mix's and then lets go of nothing and says, "Give me your nose back. I took it, but I didn't return it." And he closes the door behind him.
Bastard. I almost felt bad for you for a second. And Mix will put
That's
quote
the
unquote
great mistake people make.
Yeah, it is. And Mix will reluctantly put on their quote unquote nose back. And walk over to their detainee, looking their #best.
Absolutely. Do you refer to the person you saved as your detainee?
Yeah.
No. Just as they're basically they're like they're just as the person they saved, really.
Absolutely. And
Mix knows that if you like refer to them as like a detainee, that doesn't lead to a productive conversation. So,
And is there anything, I guess I'll go in order, Merru, that you want to describe that changes about your appearance, or?
He's probably, I mean, if he's got to change out of his ego gear, he normally, when he's not, like, cooking or whatever, he likes to wear it for as long as he can get away with without someone calling him out for it. But since he got called out, he probably takes off the jacket, but, I mean, can he just be in, like, I don't know, just like a t-shirt and some pants? He's not wearing anything special.
Absolutely. Merru, you're able to do so. Kai, if there's anything.
If Kai changes out of his ego gear, it's gonna be into something that covers up as much of his skin as possible, so as not to freak out their yeah, there really isn't a word.
Guest is a good word. Guest is what Pryor's going with.
Okay, yeah. So that he doesn't freak out their guest with his scars, and if no one else intends to step in, like on the medical side of things, could Kai check on the person's well-being? Like not emotional, but like physical.
Absolutely. Can you give me an understanding medicine roll?
Yes, I can.
The base challenge is, well, it'll be a scaling one, so the base challenge is 1.
Okay.
Seven success crit.
Well.
Whoa.
This person, you can tell, it looks like, so they, physically, so mentally, you already know and imagine they're not doing well. Physically, they were injected with a L Corp ampule. So you know that should have reverted them back to what they recalled, basically being their state of being. But you can see that they still look to be, despite that ampule, in fairly bad shape. There's an eye patch over one eye. and there's a scar over their mouth. And Kai, you know for a fact, given your own scars on your body, that if that is how you essentially like perceive your state to be, that the ampule's effects would revert you back to how you are supposed to be. So physically, it does not look like there's any more that you could do for them.
Okay. I do think that he'd back off after his cursory checkup. I believe that Mix probably has more to say to this person. Or possibly Prior. He's Prior.
Absolutely. And I was going to ask Prior, how have you changed at all? Or how is Prior as you come in? Since I imagine Prior's the last one to join everyone.
Yeah. Prior is not wearing his ego gear because he knows he's in a bit of a mental state, and he knows better than to wear ego gear when he feels tired. So Prior has changed out of his sleeping sweatpants, and now he is wearing basically just a very, very standard black dress pants, white button-up shirt, and then just a jacket over it. There's a couple different pins of the middle he seems to have clawed out of some, like, probably when he was going through the storage facility with Merru back in L Corp, he must have picked them up, and he just has those pinned to the side of his jacket.
Absolutely. And you all are now able to speak with the Nugget.
Yeah.
With the agent. I gotta get out of calling them that.
Okay. I think Mix will have like pulled up maybe like a chair or something near, and sat down. I think as they see the agent start to stir, kind of like properly awake, Mix says, "Hey, good morning." Do they respond at all?
The agent kind of blinks a little and looks a bit out of it still and says, good morning.
Yeah. Try not to sit up too quickly. You look okay, but best not to take any chances. You feeling okay?
I don't... The Nugget kind of looks down and looks confused and just says, I don't... Where am I exactly? The last thing I remember is putting on that ego suit.
You're in an RV. We are headed towards another facility.
Another facility? I thought...
I can explain. Just try and stay calm when I tell you everything. We found you in a different facility, presumably your own. When we found you, you had corroded. And it's... And Mix kind of like thinks about it because like how good is it to say, hey, your facility's like done. So Mix kind of pivots and says, I'm sorry, I'm so rude. I didn't even ask. My name is Mix. I am the information department head over at my facility. What's your name?
The agent is looking down, sort of. And your question almost seems to go over his head for a moment as he says, did anyone else make it out?
The site burial was activated at your facility. I don't think that there were any other survivors, as far as we're aware.
Oh, he kind of like looks down and sort of like clutching at the ID you can see on his coat as he says, right, you asked for my name. It's foreign. And you can see that like if you look over at the ID, which do you decide to take a look at it, Mix?
Yeah, Mix will.
You can see there it says his name, foreign. It says where he came from, which is District 22, the Corp's district, and it just has a bunch of like little identifying information, the agent ID number, all of that.
Yeah, Mix will sort of like lean in a bit and say, hey, it's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to go through all that. But you're okay now. You're safe. You're here with us. I'm here with my colleagues, other people who worked for L Corp. And Mick sort of motions over towards the others so that they can introduce themselves to Thorin.
Prior steps forward with a moment of silence and nods his head and goes, Prior, training team department. We've checked you over. Medically, we've done the best we can do. Our facility will have more resources. If you have any questions and you need a straight answer, Mix is probably the best to go to, but I'll be there if Mix isn't. Good to see you alive and well.
Thanks. Mr. Pryor? Thorin looks like he's not sure how to address Pryor exactly.
Just call him Pryor. Don't let it go to his head.
Got it. I was from the information team, so I haven't really seen much of the training team.
Well, then surely you'll have a chance at our facility. We run things a little differently. We'll get you caught up to speed, but we're going to want to get you to a counselor first. I'm sure you've experienced a high level of mental corruption for an extended period of time. We have the best of the best at our facility, and they'll do everything in their power to make sure that you are okay, and we're able to get you back in top shape.
Kind of just blinks at you with that one eye you can see and says, right, thanks. Was our facility the only one that...
Pryor isn't one for holding back information, so his eyes sort of glance over to Mix for her call.
Mix winces and says, and Mix just nods, like, yeah, it's fine. They seem stable enough for now.
Unfortunately, in the time that you were corroded, we experienced the fifth Trumpet. The Lobotomy Corporation has ceased to be a wing.
You can tell that causes a bit of panic And this individual, as at once, his eye kind of widens and he says, "Oh, we're no longer a wing, so I'm no longer protected, which means that now I'm in danger of the ring in
No, it's
District
okay.
22, and
Hey, Thorn, look at me, honey. And Mix will like take Thorn's like hands, like cheeks in their hands. It's okay. Calm down. Breathe. It's okay. Deep breaths in and out with me, okay? In. Out. In. Out.
he takes a deep breath in and slowly exhales and does it a couple times, just breathing in and out and in and out again.
Okay, you can tell us what you're gonna tell us, but you need to be calm, okay? You're gonna be okay. We're gonna go back to our facility. It's still running. People are safe there. Safer
Indeed.
than where you were, at least.
I can confirm that, and thank you, Mix. Yes, the Lobotomy Corporation headquarters has fallen, and we no longer have official wing status. That being said, our facility was spared the burial protocol, and we managed to ensure its defensiveness and safety against the horrors of the city. We have an infinite supply of energy, ongoing dealings for the regular delivery of supplies, and we're working to keep our deterrence system up and running. You will be brought to a safe location filled with some of the greatest agents that we have. And as no one has claimed the former territory of L Corp, we don't have to worry about anyone else poking around our facility for the time being.
Okay. That's good. I mean, that's not good. A fallen wing is a very bad thing, but that's good. It's still up and running, and
We're
Also-
making the most of a bad situation.
Foreign kind of nods at that, and I just realized something prior. You are not dressed in your ego.
No, I am not.
What you're wearing right now, are your tattoos visible, as pale as they are?
Oh yeah, they're totally visible. He's also wearing several pins on his jacket.
Oh my god. Right. Yes. This agent right here looks at you, looks at the pins, looks at the faded tattoos, looks back up at your face, seems to realize he's looking at your face, looks down to avoid looking at your face, but it catches the tattoos again, and you have noticed they have started shaking in your presence, and immediately bow their head and go, "Oh my gosh, I didn't realize you were a big runner of the middle. I'm so sorry.
Hey. It's okay. He's just a big lug right now. He's not.
You can't say that to a big runner of the middle. You're gonna put yourself in the book of and then he goes to like clutch at you, Mix, and then starts to like try to look for tattoos, like suddenly realizing that these might be a bunch of middle members.
We're not.
Fire slowly takes out the Book of Vengeance and seems to conspiratorially crack it open while looking at Mix out of the corner of his eye.
It's fine. It's fine.
Please don't write my name down in there.
Thorn, honey, look at me. It's okay. He is not connected with the middle right now. He is really just a L Corp employee. I promise you that. It's okay.
Wait, but if you're not connected with the middle, that means the middle's gonna go after you then, so then the middle's after all of you?
They're not after us. We are okay. Prior, why don't you back off a little bit? We should, let's get some friendly faces in here.
Kids nowadays don't know how to take a joke. And he puts the Book of Vengeance back on his hip and crosses his arms with a mumble, and he goes, as he goes to leave, he says, "You don't have to worry. I am safe from the Middle's retribution. As far as they know, I'm still in good standings, and my son has made the rank of Big Brother and is watching over our interest. If you have problems with the ring, you're not going to find any of them willing to pick a fight with us, so long as we're in our position." And Pryor will step away and allow Merru and Kai to take the lead, and he'll kind of wave over his shoulders, and he'll give them both a look that just says, "I can tell when my presence is making things worse."
Okay. That's good. It looks like Thorin has calmed down considerably, learning that they are under the Middle's protection. However, the comment of "my son is the big brother" does cause Thorin for a moment to blink again, and then as Pryor's leaving, kind of look, and then look to Mix and Merru and Kai who are coming over and go like, "Wait, but his son's the big brother, but he doesn't look that old, so is he?" And you can see Thorin start counting on his fingers, like trying to figure out Pryor's age.
Don't
and how
worry
old
about
this child is.
He's an old guy. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Let's move on from that, okay? All right, Thorin. You good?
No.
I'm sorry, honey. It's okay though. I promise you're safe now, right? We are going to a safe place. You look like you're starving. We should probably get you some food.
Does he need some trail mix?
Okay.
I'll take the Big Brother's trail mix. I mean, if the Big Brother's offering trail mix, I won't turn down the offer.
Pryor
Throw it.
tosses Mix the bag of trail mix he has not touched in like 3 days.
Here you go. This is
Or like
a little
it's
snack.
only been a day, so yeah.
Yeah. It's a little snack. You can have that. Like I said, we will get you up and running. We're good. We're definitely a lot better than you were before, okay? Anyways, we got some other people here. Hey, and Mick sort of like beckons for the other two to come introduce themselves.
I will say, Merru will do that. He will briefly. He doesn't glare, but he does kind of sharply like watch the trail mix be tossed over, because that was not what the purpose of it was for, but wasn't touched. It's fine. He'll deal with that later. Merru will step up and just kind of go, "Hi, I'm Merru, head of control. I'm normal."
I'm glad you're normal. I'm foreign. I don't know much about the control team, but when everything went down in the facility, I think they got hit first in the burial because I heard water rushing upstairs and the elevators were blocked completely. So I think everyone up there is probably dead.
Merru looks at Mix with the thought of, I don't know how to talk to someone like this.
Thorin, it's okay. I'm sorry that happened, but Merru here is one of the strongest people I know, so...
That is true.
We're in good hands with him around. Does Merru look a little proud?
Merru like crosses his arms over his chest and like nods his head. He goes, I also cook. I can get you more than trail mix. That. And then Merru was going to say that was meant for Pryor, but then realizes at the very last second, maybe him saying that might make this person spiral, and he goes, that apparently is really good trail mix, according to Mix.
It is. It's really good. And
I make
like I
the
said,
best trail mix
if
in the city.
I didn't say that, but if you want like a proper meal, I'm sure that Merru or I can whip something up for you real quick.
That too. We even have vegetarian options, so
We do.
we do.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you both. He started eating the trail mix, like, very slowly. And you can tell this person is definitely starving. Like, it's honestly, like you've all at this point, you have a feeling they have gone without food for however many years the facility was buried while corroded, and it was probably that suit being on that was keeping them alive. You can also see they look... Actually, Kai, I'll give you this from before. You can also tell they do look very dehydrated.
Oh,
From your medical medicine check before.
yeah, I was gonna say, gosh, can we get them some water?
You are able to do
Or him some
so.
water. Okay. Well, before Kai introduces himself, I guess he's gonna quickly duck out of the room to grab the biggest glass that he can find and fill it with water to hand to our guest shoveling trail mix down their gullet. And he'll introduce himself without the expectation of being spoken back to, but he'll say, "Hi, I'm Kai, head of the safety team. I checked over your injuries while you were still waking up. You seem to be about as functional as you can be, or I guess in good condition as you can be. If you have any lingering pain or worries about such, you can come to me. I'm the most experienced in the medical field out of those of us on the RV. It's good to see a friendly face."
He is drinking the water, basically like chugging it down as you speak, and kind of just like, you can kind of just hear him trying to like nod while he's also drinking as he kind of like coughs a little bit on the water and says, "Nice to meet you too."
If you need more water, if you don't have the strength to move around yourself, I can fetch that for you. Merru and Mix are the resident cooks here, but if you need anything else, don't be afraid to holler.
Thanks.
Yeah, Kai's a resident doctor. He's probably one of the biggest reasons we're all alive, so you're in good hands with him. See? Told you everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah. I'm glad. He nods as he drinks more of the water. And Kai, you're a little concerned that he's gonna be drinking it too fast at this point, as you know that while he is dehydrated, it's probably also not good how fast he's shoveling the trail mix down and drinking the water.
Yeah. I don't think that he would stop Thorn at this point. There is a limit to how much water and food you can consume before your body just forces you to vomit, though. I know for a fact that he would stop him before he got to that point.
Absolutely.
Do you remember much about your time while you were corroded?
I remember we were at work, as usual, and as Foreign's talking, his body's shaking a little as he, keeps forcing more of the water and food down his throat in between answering.
Kai looks a little concerned. Oh god. I know I just offered more water. I think Kai's gonna So sorry to interrupt. Gently, like kind of tap Thorin's shoulder and grab the water glass from his hand and say, if you drink too much of this, it's not going to stay in your system.
Okay.
Just wait 20 minutes and you can have the rest, okay?
All right. Kai, do you take the water from Thorin?
Yeah, he's just going to place it on... I don't think we have, like... He'll put it on the floor by the bed. You know, somewhere in arm's reach.
Absolutely. You set it down
back
there. And Thorin keeps eyeing it. And keeps looking at it.
Yeah, Mixwell will take this. Mixwell will try and distract Thorin and say, "Hey, look at me. Do you think you can talk about your corrosion right now, or?"
Oh, right! You were asking about the corrosion. Yeah, so we were at work as normal, and, what happened was, suddenly there was these, like, red lights, and I thought it might have been one of the, trumpets going off, but it said that they were initiating site burial, and it started, it felt like everything was about to collapse. I could hear on the upper floor this like rush of water, because I was working in the information team. That's where I was stationed. And I'm only a level 2 agent, so I wasn't really sure what was going on. But then all of a sudden everything stopped. And I didn't hear anything else from up above. And for a while, we weren't sure whether or not we should try to use the elevators because we didn't know what happened to the other floors down below us. Or if they were still intact, then we tried to use the systems. Everything was shut down, like it all been fried. But one of my coworkers, I think her name was Grace. She had it's this abnormality that we call alleyway watchdog, I think is its name. It was on a different floor, but I'd heard people talk about it before. I think it was in the control team. I don't really remember. But she said that there was some extra ego suits stored on this floor, and it'd probably be a good idea for all of us who weren't to put them on and stuff. So I put on this one. I think it was from, I don't actually know what it was from. Like I said, I didn't really get assigned to other floors that weren't the info team's floors, but I put it on, and he kind of looks down, and then he kind of like blinks looking confused. And Mix, you remember what his corrosion looked like, and you also remember that shock centipede that had been, it had been in its containment unit before it got out. And you have a feeling that ego may have been extracted from that abnormality in particular.
Yeah.
Based on how the appearance tends to correlate. I don't really remember what happened after that. I think Brace was trying to keep order on the floor, was trying to, because a bunch of stuff got out, and was trying to essentially make sure that we all didn't panic. I remembered there was a group of us. We managed to barricade ourselves in a room, but like I said, I kept having moments where at times it was like my thoughts would come back to me for a second. But then it was just, I don't remember.
It's okay. You don't have to force yourself. We can take our time on this.
Mix.
At the very least, huh?
Oh no, please finish first.
Very least, it sounds like Grace did all she could, and thanks to that, you got out. Let's be thankful for that.
Yeah. I am. He's kind of hanging his head, and Mix, would you like to make me a understanding city secrets roll?
Sure. Could I factor in abnormalities?
You know, in this case, I will let you factor in abnormalities, even though it doesn't directly relate to abnormalities, because it relates to ego and corrosion.
And what's the difficulty?
The difficulty is challenge free, and you'll get more info the higher you roll.
You know what? Why not? We do a little reroll.
That's a 5 success crit. 8 success crit. Okay, so with an 8 success crit, it's a little hard to parse what this individual is saying fully, but I think you would have a fairly good understanding of what Foreign is trying to say. Essentially, your idea of what happened, and this is basically what happened based on his perspective and his words. He was given ego that he was not capable of wearing, and you have a feeling that Grace, probably trying to save those agents, put them all in ego that they could not handle. He ended up corroding, probably very soon. The brief times of clarity that he describes, you remembered Manuel, or rather Angel, saying that she kept trying to hit the agents with sanity bullets. So what probably happened, and what did happen with an 8 success crit, he basically was trapped in a room in the information team, stuck in corrosion, and kept basically having moments where he was brought out of corrosion for probably like 30 minutes, an hour at most, before immediately corroding again. And it just kept happening over and over again until Angel ran out of bullets.
I see. Is that why they last as long as they did?
You have a feeling he was able to last as long as he did because of a few reasons. Them being corroded and them being sealed in a room likely contributed to that, where their bodies were basically being kept alive by the ego suits. They had become more abnormality than person, but essentially that seems to be what has happened here. You don't know if the rest of them could have necessarily been saved. You would have needed a lot of healing ampules, and you would have needed to get to them all immediately and have stripped them of their ego immediately.
Gotcha. You were very lucky.
Yeah.
Doubly so. I imagine we probably also did we? I assume we did take them out of the shock centipede ego.
Oh, absolutely. That was the first thing you all did. You
Mix
all
is like-
immediately took the ego off of them. I imagine while you were leaving, you probably were able to find some clothes to
worst
change
case
them into.
scenario. Yeah, worst case scenario, just we lent him some of ours. But yeah, Mix says, well, I'm glad that you're here with us. For now, I don't have any other questions. You should probably get some rest. And as far as like anything medical, Kai will. Kai, can you look after Thorin?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. In that case, if you ever need anything, feel free to ask Kai or any of us. But if you feel sick, you should probably go to Kai first. Try and get as much bed rest as you can. Your muscles haven't atrophied, but you haven't eaten a lot. And so you're malnourished, you're dehydrated. And we still need to do a mental check and make sure that there's no mental corruption left. But we'll get all the complicated stuff taken care of at the facility, so.
Yeah. Yeah. He kind of just nods at that. Like, he looks like he's not sure what else to say. And you also notice, Mix, that he kind of keeps almost picking at his skin. You know that ego suit was on him for so long, it probably feels like he's missing a part of it. You also know that after you peeled the suit from him, it was essentially, with using the healing ampule, it was lost. So it looks as if he's trying to like recover the suit, even though you know, even if you had the suit, it would be a very poor idea.
Hey,
to give
Thorin,
him the suit.
Why don't we let's not do that. You're just gonna hurt yourself if you keep picking into your skin like that.
Oh,
You need something to mess around with your hands? I think I have like a puzzle around here somewhere.
that'd be nice.
Yeah, I think Mix has like... Can Mix just have like a Rubik's Cube or something?
Yeah, absolutely. You can go look for the Rubik's Cube if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I think Mix like gets something fiddles around with, so they're able to get quickly, but yeah. Alright.
And as you turn back around, Mix,
Yeah?
Kai,
Mm-hmm.
are you keeping an eye on the agent?
Mix so politely asked Kai to keep watch. I think he just... do we have... I think, you know what? I don't think we have any spare chairs laying around, so I would like to presume that Kai quickly went over, or is going over to his bunk, just to grab like a pillow or something to sit on, you know, while he's next to Thorin's bed, because he's already slept on the floor once, and he's got a crick in his neck forming, and I don't think he wants that again. So at this very moment, no, he is not watching Thorin.
Absolutely. The moment you all look away, Thorin goes for the water to hydrate himself and starts chugging it all down incredibly fast.
Oh.
And Mix,
Yeah?
as you said you were returning, can you make me an evade roll against Challenge 2 to dodge as the water comes back up?
You're laughing. Minx has to dodge puke and you're laughing. You think this is funny?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Everyone
God.
voted for it. I don't think there was a single vote against this.
It's fine. It's fine. We clutch these.
2 successes,
Oh
you're
my
able to
God.
dodge the water coming back up. And it
Thank
falls on the
God.
blanket instead.
Mix winces
elsewhere.
because
From elsewhere, Prior goes, "Did someone ruin my blankets?"
Mix winces because that's their blanket.
The moment he hears the big brother in the other room say that, he clings to you, Mix, and says, "Please don't tell him it was me. Please don't tell him it was me.
He's not gonna do anything. He's an old man. He doesn't bite. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
I'm not that old.
You're ancient. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay, Thorn. It's okay,
You
honey.
can't talk to.
It's okay.
You can't talk to a big brother of the middle like that.
I'm not gonna tell him. I'm not gonna tell him. That was my blanket anyways. I'm not gonna tell him. It's okay. It's okay.
While Mix is coddling Thorin, Kai will quietly sigh, roll his eyes, because that's exactly what he said would happen if Thorin chugged all the water, and gently pull Mix's blanket off of the bed and fold it up to take it outside before pulling his own blanket from his bunk onto Thorin and refilling the glass with probably about a quarter as much water and saying, "Drink this in sips if you want to feel better again in a few hours, please."
Okay.
Okay.
I'll listen this time.
It's
All
okay.
right.
I do
Well-
understand. I'm sorry.
Well, now that's done. I need to leave you to it. I got more notes and stuff to go through, and we'll be in our facility pretty soon, so just get as much rest as you can. Kai, you let us know if you need anything, okay?
All right.
Okay. Thanks. And Mix will pat Kai on the shoulder, and then nod at Thorin, smile, and then walk over towards more of the center of the RV as they sit down again and start going through their notes.
Oh,
Hmm?
No, Thorin looks like they're about to call out to you for a second, Mix, as you're leaving, and then says, never mind. I'll,
What is it?
no, just, thank you, again.
Well, if you're gonna thank anyone, thank everyone else here. I mean, they did just as much as I did. And Mix like turns forward and then under their breath says, "Probably more." And they will go back towards where they were gonna go.
Absolutely, and as you do, Mix, and head over there, you see Pascal fly past you.
Hmm.
You know Pascal was supposed to be driving, but all of a sudden, for a moment, the RV suddenly stopped, and you see Pascal fly into the other room where Pryor is.
Pascal, what are you doing?
I think you immediately, like, Merru has just kind of been listening for the most part, but, like, when he realizes what happens, you can almost see, like, his eyes kind of, like, squint a little bit with a little bit of mirth, like he knows what's coming.
Pascal, what are you doing?
Pascal has said nothing to you, Mix. Pryor, you hear a sound
Yeah.
go off as there's the sound of...
Pryor knows exactly what's going to happen. He's been preparing for this. He tries to reach into his back pocket where he knows his shades are. It's a race against time.
You can make me that challenge.
Oh my god.
Do. Let me grab that for you. Where are you, Pascal? There you are. That challenge 5. Wits composure.
Calmness.
Oh, yes, calmness.
Situation, right?
Yes, sorry, my bad. Yes.
Been a while since we've used this.
Calmness focus, actually.
Calmness focus. Oh fuck. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Oh!
5 success crit. You
Not
see the
this
drone
time.
fly in,
The
and it
drone
tries
comes
to.
Yeah, time seems to slow as Pascal like flies into the room. Pryor just turns his head and he sneers. Not today, little drone. He steps back, flares his jacket out. Pair of sunglasses appears from the coat pocket. He grabs it, slaps it onto his face, and as the flash happens, Pryor walks under Pascal and into the other room. Big, blue tinted sunglasses on his face with gold trimming on the side. As he just walks past as Pascal flashes again and again and again, and he walks into the other room and goes, "You're lucky I can't put a drone in the book."
But
Fuck are you wearing?
Pascal, what are you doing?
Pascal starts to beep angrily as it keeps trying to flash Pryor to no avail.
Bad Pascal, down now.
Merru will instinctively put down Justicia over his eyes, and he goes, I'm mad that it missed.
Pascal, what are you doing?
I should have seen him.
I don't. What are you doing? You've never done this before. What is going on with you?
Oh,
He's a good drone. I forgot to tell you that. He's a great drone.
I'm gonna turn you off if you keep doing this.
You think that you had all the answers. I might be weaker than every other manager in this RV, but compared to you, Tiny Drone, I am unstoppable. And you won't take that from me.
The drone beeps at you, Pryor.
Yeah, beep beep, motherfucker.
And then
It's on sight with you.
I was gonna say, while Pryor's doing that, Merru's gonna like slowly like go over to Kai and like lean over and be like, "Is he good?"
Mix is just gonna like immediately swipe Pascal and just
as you
grab
try
him.
to, Pascal flies into Pryor's face, trying to grab the glasses.
God!
Pascal!
Is it like face hugger style? Does Pascal just like latch onto Pryor's face?
Yes.
Pascal
Comes right to Pryor's face and latches onto you, Pryor, trying to rip those sunglasses off. It is
All
clear
right.
the drone has been aggravated and is very upset.
I did not want to do this. I am grabbing the tablet. You are being shut off right now. And Mix will go grab the tablet.
Mix,
This is like the mom grabbing the sandal. This is Mix grabs a tablet and puts her finger over it threateningly. Pascal?
Pryor with a 0 under Brawl Physique. Pascal snatches the glasses from you, starts to beep happily. Like, kind of like trying to fly over you, like taunting you with them.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
yeah! Pryor's like jumping. Pryor's gonna try and jump for the glasses. Those are heirlooms. Let them go.
3, 2. I'm not gonna ask again. 1.
Pascal lowers Mix when you start threatening it, and it holds the glasses out to you.
Mix will snatch the glasses. Look very like cross with Pascal. You go in that driver's seat right now and you think about what you've done. You understand me?
My God.
I said, do you understand me?
Pascal drops the sunglasses right over you, Pryor, and starts to dejectedly fly back to the front of the RV.
talk about this later. I'm so sorry, Prior. I don't know what got into it.
I missed that round mix. I really did.
Alright, anyways.
Merru asked Prior, or Merru asked Kai what the hell Prior's deal just now was. And he goes,
Yeah.
I have no clue what just happened.
I'll tell you the story of all of that later. I just... and Merru will, like, side-eye Prior, then look back at Kai, kind of like, why, like, lift up Justicia, like, by one eye, just to kind of give Kai a look. And then he'll let Kai go back to doing what he was doing. But he will stare at those glasses and just be like, never wear those again. They were ugly.
Hey, they were a gift.
An ugly gift.
I'll tell Berg you said that.
What? No, they were not from him. You're lying to me. That's not true. Actually, no, don't tell him that. You're lying to me.
Fine, I won't tell him.
Were they actually a gift from him?
What do you think? You think I would buy these?
Yes.
You know what? Now
I don't know
actually
what you
you
got up
don't
to.
answer that. Oh my god. Prior readjusts the glasses on his face and goes, 1, I do think they suit me. 2, I always keep the gifts I get. Even if I don't like them. But they've grown on me.
Well, I guess if it's a gift from Berg, that's one thing.
Don't worry, I'll have him get you a pair.
Can't wait.
Oh yes, I'm sure he'll make us all wear them and take a photo.
Yay.
Alright, well then. Seems like everything's finally sorted out. Thorn.
Yes. Prior, you notice that this agent looks like he was trying to hold back laughter the whole time, and the moment you do look at him, there's still clearly those nerves, that little bit of fear, even after the display.
You can see the respect that they all clearly treat me with. You're not expected to show any more than that. Let's be clear. I don't hurt people like I used to anymore. You're safe. And you're under my protection. Though, more importantly, that means you're under everyone's protection.
Oh, thank you, Big Brother Prior.
As they said, just Prior is fine.
Oh, thank you, Prior.
You're welcome, Thorn. Welcome to our Lobotomy Corporation branch.
I guess I'm here now. I appreciate it.
Don't worry, you'll get used to it. And Prior will offer to show... Actually, yeah, Prior will offer to show Thorn around the RV. Not that it's that big of a space, but there's enough places to hide and move away that Thorn should know all the nooks and crannies.
He will come with you, Prior. He looks a bit more relaxed now. And as you two go off and as you show him around, Kai, is there anything you decide to do?
Um, sorry, I
Oh, actually, if Kai seems a little lost, Pryor will call from the other side and go, Kai, I could use your help with the tour.
Oh, yes, of course. Kai will, scamper over to Pryor.
Absolutely. And as you do, Foreign kind of waves to you, looking again a bit ashamed and holding that cup of water, taking slow sips this time.
As Kai rolls over to Pryor, Pryor will look over to Kai and goes, I don't see you not wearing your ego very often. It's a good look on you.
Thanks. Admittedly, it's a little... It feels revealing.
Pryor looks at every single inch of skin covered on Kai and goes, yes, very, very revealing. And then with that, Pryor does walk the three of them out of there.
Foreign just kind of looks back and forth between them, a bit unsure, as they're all headed for the tour of the RV. And at this point, you all have heard the RV start up again. That little drone doing what it was told to do this time.
Well, I was gonna say, if it's just Merru and Mix left, what is Mix doing right now?
Mix is just going through their notes.
Okay. I think Merru, he will debate what he wants to do again. But he's feeling, honestly, a little bit actually rested for once. I mean, he got an abrupt awakening, but he actually, like, that's probably the longest he slept in one go, like, in a long time. So he's feeling actually, like, better than normal. So I think he'll actually approach Mix, if he may.
Sure.
And he'll just kind of clear his throat, and be like, Mix, just like, you good about this morning? Like, you good? I don't really...
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to, ask you something.
What's up?
So, you, back at the facility that we were in, right? You had a feeling that there was something not super great going on with, Miss Ange and all that?
With Pryor and Ange, yeah, I pretty much knew that there was something.
I see. Because I realized it was weird. Felt like the first time in I don't know how long, that we were actually kind of felt like we were on the same page. And I didn't realize that you had kind of caught on too. It was just surprising, I guess, you know? think I had forgotten that we know how to work together, I guess.
I see.
And then he goes to like say something else, pauses, kind of thinks about it, and goes, but I just felt like I wanted to acknowledge that, I guess. I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So
So.
that being said,
Mm-hmm.
I have a deal for you.
Oh, you have a deal.
Yes.
Okay.
Then he looks like he almost wants to back out of it for a second, but then he takes a deep breath and he goes, Tuesdays. You can be in charge of the kitchen on Tuesdays. I will let you do that, and only that. If you make sure to follow my rules. Not my rules of the kitchen, that's for when I cook, but the system I have set up. I have a list of the ingredients. Unfortunately, due to circumstances, I have to write it by hand. I would like you to keep to the list and make sure that you are showing what ingredients you do use. So I know what's left, so I don't have to just keep counting over and over and over every time I go into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
If you can do that, and you can make sure that you're not overusing all of our food, because we do still have to keep that in mind, then Tuesdays, you can have the kitchen. And then he realizes something and goes, I'm doing this because I realized something. I know that I can be called just a little bossy. I have heard. Don't say yes or no to that unless the answer is no. And then he waits to see if he hears an answer. And then goes, so, I think that I can't just be so work-oriented all the time. So I think I was talking with Kai, and it made me think about it. I think it would be good for me to let myself try to relax on something sometimes with one of my tasks. So you can cook on Tuesdays. I am the chef. I am allowing you to cook because I'm acknowledging that you know how. Just like if I knew how to drive and I drove, you're still the driver. I just know how to drive, but I don't know how to drive. So don't make
I
me do that.
see. Oh, okay.
Why are you talking to me like that? Is
Merru,
this a yes to the deal? What?
Mix is like rubs their eyes and then finally like turns towards Merru because they've been staring at their notes, and then they say, Merru, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say what I just said.
I feel like there's something underneath all that.
No.
There's not. You can be honest with me if you want. I mean,
I just said I talked to Kai. It was a very good conversation, and I want to try to relax. I think it would be good for me because I can't
Okay.
do what I was doing. So you can have the kitchen on Tuesdays.
Hmm.
Do you agree?
See-
Yes or yes?
My only thing is that I'm just not sure why.
I just said why.
I know, I'm gonna be honest. We have not been. We have not. We're not friends.
No.
Like
I'm not asking you to be friends. I'm asking you to cook on Tuesdays.
we don't like each other. Like I don't understand
I'm
why
neutral.
suddenly you're just trying to. Is this supposed to be you reaching out?
This is me trying to make a deal.
Wow.
Whatever that means
Merru,
to you.
You can cook. And so
can you.
I don't really
I'm
want
doing
to.
this. I want to try to relax.
I don't want to,
And you
Merru.
only
Every
tried
time
to
I've
barge
tried
in-
to cook, please listen to me. I'm sorry for interrupting, but please listen. Every time I've tried to cook, you have not. You don't like it, and I don't want to upset you.
Yeah, because I didn't ask you,
Yeah.
right?
I just.
But I'm asking you now. So, like, if you do it on a Tuesday, I won't act like that because I said you can have Tuesdays. That's called a deal.
I don't
That's like a
want
thing
to.
people make. Well, I want to relax, and you're the only other one who can cook.
I don't want to.
Well, I want you to, so.
Well, I'm not gonna, because I don't want to, Merru. How?
Well, I mean, then why were you always trying to cook before?
Because I want to be your friend. Because I wanted to do something nice, and you kept saying no.
But now I'm saying yes.
I just don't want
Why are
you to
you
get
saying-
upset at me.
But
Because I don't know if you're gonna.
I just said I won't. So if
You
I do
won't?
anyway, then you can call me out and say that I'm wrong.
I'm just worried, dude. Okay, you know what? I'm worried because you said so many different words. If you had just said, "Hey, Mix, do you want to cook on Tuesdays?" That's all you needed to say.
That is what I said. I just had to make sure that you knew how the kitchen functions so we can do something where I'm also, when I come into the kitchen on Wednesday, I don't know what's going on. So I have a list of things and you just follow it, and then there's no problem and no one gets mad. Is that not obvious?
I just.
So is that a yes?
Okay, fine.
Okay. Well, then Tuesdays it is. You can cook on Tuesdays. I won't get mad at you. As long as you just keep to the list. That's all I said. Well, now that that's out of the way, you know, since you said yes to that, on a totally unrelated note that had nothing to do with this, I'm still waiting for my tablet.
Yeah, you can take it.
Huh?
What?
Merru, he just kind of like blinks like a number of times. Not that you can see because of Justicia, and he just goes, I can?
Yeah.
Oh. And I think he's very taken aback. He was expecting more of an argument. And he'll, kind of just stare at Mix and tilt his head just a little bit, because that's odd. But then he realizes Mix just said yes to giving the tablet back. He's getting his tablet back, and he goes, oh. Thank you. Well, I'll get that then. Thanks. Good talk. I will let you go back to your notes, I guess. Okay. I will leave now.
Mix will sort of look at their notes, and as Merru walks away, they think about calling out. Right before they give up, they kind of realize, they bite their lip, and then finally, Merru, wait,
What?
I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm sorry for saying I wouldn't.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. I thought I just didn't know how to react, and I lashed out. I'm sorry. I'd love to cook on Tuesdays.
Oh, well.
Actually made me really happy when you asked.
Oh.
I just wasn't sure to react. I shouldn't have talked to you like that. You've been through a lot. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Well, enjoy your Tuesdays.
Are you feeling okay?
I feel more rested than I think I felt in a long time, so I'm getting there.
That's good. We were all worried, you know. Even me. I know I'm bad at talking to people.
I've been told I am too, so I can't say anything to you about that. I don't understand, but, it's fine. You know what I mean, and I know what you mean now, so it is fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm still sorry, and I'll get better about it.
Okay.
And Mix looks over at Merru and smiles.
Merru doesn't exactly smile back, but he does give a thumbs up.
Okay. Alright, well, I should get back to my notes. You should probably get some rest too. You did.
I should, but I will go get my tablet first. I've been waiting for this for months.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I will go get it now.
Yeah. And Mix does seem like they want to ask something else, but they figure they'll probably wait. You know. I mean, they only just got permission to use a kitchen on Tuesdays. It's probably a bit much to ask if they can cook together yet, but who knows?
Well, Merru will give a crisp goodbye, and he will turn around and go to get his tablet.
So Merru,
What?
the tablet,
No.
which was sitting out, was both of you were talking, and at some point the RV stopped moving again. Now there's a lot of traffic when you're on the road, so when there are stops, you imagine that it's probably the cause of the, traffic and the RV just having to stop to wait and get through that. When you look over, you see Pascal has left the driver's seat, and it sees you looking at the tablet. It looks almost as if Pascal was waiting until it knew that you would look, and it lifts up the tablet and starts flying up just above where it knows that your height is, where your reach would be.
Merru will kind of just stare and be like, what are you doing? That's my tablet. Give it.
It beeps.
I was on your side. This whole time, I've been on your side. I complimented you to Mix.
Pascal looks as if it is contemplating this.
We picked dandelions together.
That seems to convince it, as it flies back down, and it holds out the tablet to you.
Thank you. Thank you. This is my tablet, okay?
It beeps.
So don't take my tablet. Good.
It looks for a moment as if it's gonna reach out and try to grab it again.
No. My tablet. Merru's tablet. Merru. Tablet? It's mine. Yes? Blink if yes. Yes?
It blinks.
Okay. Thank you, Pascal.
Pascal's looking longingly at that tablet, Merru.
Well, that's too damn bad. Merru doesn't care. He has his tablet back. And if that's it, he has it back. That's what he wanted. Mission accomplished.
You have a feeling that while the little drone is disappointed, it swiped it from you once. And it seems to be content to let you borrow its tablet for now.
Its tablet? Well, that's just not true. But it's fine. It's fine. Merru is just happy. He's got his tablet. He probably needs to go change a bunch of stuff around to make it back to how he remembers it being before it was unrightfully taken from him. He's so accomplished. He got it back. So much so that Mr. DM.
Yes, of course. What's up?
Is it all right if Merru uses the tablet?
Oh, absolutely. You can use the tablet.
Now that he has the tablet, he remembers. He finally can do something he's actually been wanting to do for a little while. Can he try to contact his dear team captain Kit?
Absolutely. You can contact the facility.
Yeah, because Merru's like kind of concerned still. You know, he left the facility on a concerned note. And he just wants to check in. He can't really just contact Yuna because that would be suspicious to do with everyone's around now. And also, doesn't really know how the thing that he used to talk to Yuna before, how it really works. So like, he'll just use the tablet. So if he may go check on things.
Absolutely. You don't need to make a roll. You're able to call the facility. And when you call the facility, Merru,
Yes.
what do you say the moment you call?
I think he'll say, Kit, it's Merru checking in.
Merru,
Yes?
you hear the third trumpet playing from the other side of the tablet.
Oh no! No, this is what he was worried about. Wait.
And you hear Kit shouting and saying, Aiden, get back in the basement, go with Yuna, stay with Ange, and then you hear Kit turn and say, oh, hi, Merru.
Kit!
We're kind of resolving a situation right now. I had to change it to Justicia. And in the background, you hear this noise. Call you back later?
Oh? Wait, Wait. I don't think Merru knows what that is.
Oh, you don't. You have never, I will make you make a roll. You have never heard an abnormality sound like that before. You have been working in that facility for a very long time, and you have never heard that noise.
Oh.
Merru, I cannot talk. I have to go. And the tablet hangs up on you.
Merru will just stare at the tablet for a second. And he feels his anxiety skyrocket. But then he takes a deep breath because he remembers it's Kit. Kit responded. Kit is reliable. But I think he will, after taking a few more breaths, he will turn around and I guess, is he able to let the other managers know that there's something going on?
Mix is nearby, and I imagine Kai, Pryor, and Thorin are probably coming back from their tour.
See, no, but the thing is, like, Merru does not want Thorin to hear this.
Oh! Yeah, you guys have your communication devices through the EuroDVA.
Yeah, Merru is not really good at using that.
Well, Mix is
But
nearby.
Merru, I think, can Merru, like, kind of ask, like, go up to Mix and be like, hey.
Yeah, you can go up to Mix.
Yeah, can you just kind of quickly be like, I know I just said goodbye, I'm saying hello again. Do you mind contacting Kai and Pryor and tell them to come here without Thorin?
What? Why?
There's a situation that I just need to make everybody aware of.
Oh? What's that?
I will explain it when everyone else is here.
It's kind of hard to. Thorin. We kind of can't leave Thorin.
I mean.
Okay.
There's a situation with in the facility. Just call them. I just don't want Thorin to freak out.
All right, I will. And Mix will do so.
Pryor, Kai, do you two come over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely don't ignore the call.
Yeah, no, I think Kai will. Thorin's been doing better about just drinking the water and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah. Thorin learned his lesson. He's not gonna do that again. Don't worry.
Good. I think Kyle will just give a cursory pat to the top of the blanket and calmly walk over to where Merru and Mix are.
I guess when everyone is around, Merru will go, "So, I don't mean to alarm anyone. I just went to contact Kit at the facility. And I will start this by saying I don't know what just happened, but it seems like there's a situation in the facility. I heard a sound. I don't think I've ever heard it before.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what it was. I'm imagining something happened with an abnormality. I don't know what. So, but Kit seemed confident that they were resolving the issue. So whatever it is, I have full trust in Kit and the other agents to handle it. You don't worry, Mix.
I just you are you sure?
Yes. I have full trust in Kit's abilities.
Uh-huh.
I believe Kit is one of, if not the best agent in the facility, in my biased opinion. I think whatever it is, I'm just letting you know we probably will have to talk to our team captains about what's going on, and I don't want you to worry, Mix, because I have already told Yuna that if anything, just in the event that anything had happened, to go to Kit, and it seems like Yuna listened. So everything is fine.
Okay, no, I believe you. I'm just what did you see?
I didn't really see much of what was going on. I just heard some creature. I don't know what it was. Again, probably an abnormality, some kind of a breach. And they were resolving it. But Kit, I think if Kit felt like the situation needed us there right now, and they could not handle it without us, they would have told me.
Mm-hmm.
I believe they will let me know when everything is okay again. I just wanted to let you all know that something happened. That's it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, I have absolute faith in our agents. We are not the most competent fighters in the facility. If Kit has it handled, I imagine training has also been deployed and everything should be okay. We have to remember, as much as we encounter dangers out here, that the facility itself is a very dangerous place. They will be just fine.
Yes. So, I just wanted to make sure everyone knew what was going on.
Thank you for
Thank you.
letting us know.
That's all. I will let you know when Kit gets back to me. Hopefully soon.
Okay.
Alright, well. All this tells me is that I absolutely should not summon the Queen of Hatred anytime soon.
No.
She might have her hands full already.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just hope, I guess.
Nothing we can do. Physical proximity is negative. Unless any of us have a warp train directly back to our facility, I don't think we're getting there any faster.
Well,
It's fine. I am confident.
You know what? Fair enough. That's, I guess, fingers crossed. You know, it's like they always say, Mix will, we'll look into their notes, and then, and then look up and say, well, it's like they always say, you know, diligence is the mother of good luck. So we should. I'm sure if they
Never heard that
do
one before.
Me
do
neither.
their due diligence, it'll be fine.
that's a new thing for me. But sure. It's fine.
Well, Kit's a responsible person, so I'm sure they've got this.
Yes. No matter the level of threat in our facility, I trust in Kit.
That's true. And besides, what could the four of us do anyways?
Oh. Yeah. True. If it's a threat that... prior pauses and he just goes, well, we're plenty capable on our own. That's all we need to be concerned about.
Yeah.
Well, unless there are any other questions.
None from me.
Kai, Mix, any questions?
No, I guess we'll just be ready for whatever's there, but I'm sure they've got a handle on it.
Yeah, I'm with Kai. I you know what? I'm putting my chips on Kit.
Okay.
Well,
Do you guys want to play poker sometime? We haven't played like a game in a while.
I don't know how to play.
you know, I actually wouldn't mind a nice game of poker.
I think that'd be fun. You do it like.
Wait, how do you not know how to play poker, Merru? Didn't you clean house at J Corp?
I asked him
poker,
that
no?
before, and yeah,
There's
that's
blackjack,
basically-
right?
Hmm?
No, wait.
No,
sorry.
I'm good at blackjack.
No.
No.
Yeah,
No, I spun a wheel.
yeah.
You
he
played
did.
roulette?
He played roulette.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
But that's
I spun a wheel.
That's a purely luck-based game. How did you win that much on?
That is a good question,
Wait.
actually. Yeah. How did you?
Would any of you believe me if I said Der Freyschütz whispered in my ear and told me what to do?
I'd be really pissed, and then I'd ask you to come with me when I go gambling for my birthday next year.
Well, Der
Forget
Freyschütz
Merru,
whispered
I'm
in my
asking
ear.
Der Freyschütz to do it.
No, don't ask him anything.
No.
Only I can
no.
ask him to do things.
Yeah, I believe that.
He wouldn't tell you the right answer anyway. I think he told me the right
wait.
answer because he wanted me to be mad.
Do you if
I bet
if,
all of my on accidentally.
Wait, so if we ever play card games like here, would you does Der Freyschütz help you cheat?
I don't play card games here.
Well, what if we I think we should. Anyway, well, my point is that if we ever played a game, I hope you would be an honest player. Right?
What is there to win?
But I don't know, a couple on maybe if we were to gamble.
I would do what it takes to win.
What? Okay, all right. Look, Merru.
Usually honesty is the way to go with things.
Well,
I was honest with you about what I did with the wheel.
Okay, were you honest with the casino? Well, you shouldn't have. Never mind. Don't do that. Okay, but you wouldn't
They
cheat
never
against
asked me
me
if an abnormality whispered in my ear and told me things, so
For-
why would I say that?
for 10 on even.
Maybe not 10.
Okay.
Well-
What do you mean? Well, what if we're just having a
Listen,
friendly game?
I've always had a phrase, I've always had a saying that every on counts.
Every on counts. Well, that's not
Every
a.
on counts.
Everyone's had. Well, okay.
You don't
I-
get it like I get it. Every on
What?
counts.
I believe you. I just.
10 on plus 10 on is 20 on.
Well, what if I
And
want to
20
play?
on plus 20 on.
That's 40 on. And 40
And then
on
40
plus 40 on is 80 on.
80.
But
And then eventually you get to
Yeah.
8 billion on.
how the hell do you get from 2 1? How the hell do you get to 80 billion on?
Seeing the difference
Addition.
between
What?
seeing Nestborn and Backstreet's education both succeed in the same way really brings a tear to my eye.
My
Pretty sure I
education
flunked out of math.
was
but
not.
I know it's
you-
addition.
Yeah.
Eventually you can add 10 to 10 and 20 to 20 and 40 to 40 and eventually you're getting to like 8 billion. It might just take a long
wait.
time and I don't really feel like saying all those words.
You flunked out of math? How? What grade?
I don't know.
Oh my.
Nice.
No,
You
I'm
think-
just.
Sorry.
I sucked at school. You can ask Kai. I
Kai
told
would-
him that.
I
I said that to
yes,
you.
You,
See, I'm honest. I'm an honest person.
he is an
Your
honest
parents,
person.
your parents really had high hopes for you, Merru. They sent you to school.
No, my parents weren't around. Vienna sent me to school.
you flunked out of school and you
A lot
became.
of kids did.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm impressed that you run your department. Like, there's a lot of technicalities there. Like,
yes.
I really think you should. This is I think you should go back to school whenever you have a chance.
No, thank you.
Well, no, but like, actually, wait. If you can run, like,
A lot of it is kit.
well, I mean, yeah, but like with minimal, I think with a proper education, you could actually really. I think that'd be really good for you.
I got some decent
I mean, I could tutor
out
you
of
if you
school
want.
education. No, thank you. I've already had a tutor before.
Are you sure? Because like,
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
wait, I'm like kind of invested.
No.
I want to talk to you about this again later.
Anyway, I'm honest.
Honest. Haha.
That was a good
Yeah,
one. That
honest.
was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, high five. High five.
What? Yes, I just said I'm on. Why did you have to specify
No,
on?
but like the pun is on and honest, you know, because you replace the on HON with on AHN. So it's a
Oh.
pun. Yeah, uh-huh. Yep. Now smile and high five me, please. I'll pay
Merru
you.
won't smile, but Merru will put his hand up.
Aww.
Yep. And high there we go. High five. There we go.
Okay.
Yep. No, that felt good. That felt good. You are honest.
Okay. You're beating a dead horse a little bit.
No,
Thanks.
no, I like it. Honest.
And-
honest. Honest.
As you all are talking,
Honest.
Merru,
Yes.
you receive a message,
Oh.
and give me one moment as you hear this. And I'm just going to add. How many dice is that going to be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 prayers. So, Merru,
Yes.
a text message pops up on the laptop. Or not the laptop, the tablet.
Pops up on the laptop.
And it is from Kit,
Okay.
who, with 11 success crit,
Yup.
your level 5 agent was able to handle the issue back at the facility with the rest of the agents, all of them helping out. You just received a message that says, KK, we good now.
Yup.
Incident
what
resolved.
That's my team captain. Merru will. They've all been talking. He will immediately stop talking and look down at his tablet and type back, okay. And then
What?
send like a thank you with the U spelled with just the letter U.
Kid sends back a thumbs up.
Yup.
What happened?
Merru will look back and be like, okay, situation resolved.
Oh. Whoa.
Kid handled it.
Thank God. Awesome. I'll
See?
have to
I
thank
expected
them
nothing
later.
less.
Full
Well,
confidence.
I'm sure the training team will have a full report by the time we get back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
So I suggest we all at
Celebrate.
some point I was gonna say we all just talk to our team captains about what happened back at the facility, but like you can do whatever you want.
Well, actually, if they just handled a very dangerous situation, I think celebrating would be really good for morale.
Well,
I'll think of a party that we can have.
you can do that.
There is.
Would you... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you go first.
Would you care to help me plan it out?
Me?
Well, yeah, you're the chef.
I don't. I.
Awesome. Anyways,
Well. Anyway. That's all. Situation resolved.
Also,
Great. All right, let's get back to our day. And Prior claps his hands.
and as you do so, there's one last ping, Merru, that does pop up on the tablet that says BTW.
Oh. Okay. Merru will send back a question mark.
Tell info head. New one. Pretty useful.
Oh.
And then there's just free egg emojis that get sent.
Oh, okay. Merru will send back what are those in response to the eggs. But then he'll go, actually, and he'll spell actually wrong. And then he'll say, tell me later.
You get a thumbs up in response.
And Merru will
What?
go, okay.
Mix looks all like paranoid, like, what happened? Tell it to me straight, man!
Yuna was useful.
Oh. Wow.
And then there were eggs, I think.
What?
I don't know
What?
what that means.
Or eggs?
But everything is fine, so...
No, no,
I'll-
no, oh my god! There were eggs! You don't know what that means?
There's... No.
I don't know.
Did
either.
Yuna lay some eggs?
What?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I don't know either.
No.
I mean, I don't think that's biologically I don't even think an abnormality.
Can you end the conversation? Everything is resolved.
No, that's fair.
Everything is resolved. Everything is fine. Yuna was useful, and Kit was the
Yay.
best agent in the facility. Once again, I actually am not biased. This is just the truth.
Well,
Okay.
okay. I think Kit is really awesome. I think I have some agents who are also really awesome.
Anyway, conversation's over.
all right. We'll plan out the party at some point.
And Kit was not very forthcoming on information, but you imagine that when you get back to the facility, you probably all have a conversation to be had with your captains.
Yes.
But until then, you all can rest easy, knowing that the facility is not in shambles.
Yes. Well, Merru will, he'll go to put, his tablet away. I don't know what everyone else is doing.
I think Kai will go back to tending to his patient.
Mix will probably make a few more puns, and then go back to their notes. Their
Prior.
tail wags a bit when everyone laughs.
Prior tries his best to figure out what the hell was going on. He was he kind of zoned out as soon as he heard the facility was safe. And after failing to really understand any additional context and realizing that everyone is as confused as he is, he goes back to staring out the window.
Well, I think I have one more question.
Absolutely.
See, this is what happens when Merru actually gets sleep. He suddenly is like talking to people. There is one person he had actually wanted to talk to. If possible. He's talked to everybody else. I feel like he feels like he needs to. He's actually wanted to do this for a while. May he go over to Prior?
Absolutely. You can go find Prior.
Okay. I think it probably happens like maybe like 15 or 20 minutes later. So when he goes and finds Prior, he's always so it's always so difficult for him to start conversations. He hasn't figured out the right way to do it that's not just like saying their name. So I think he'll walk over to Prior and kind of poke him in the arm a couple times.
It's not until the second poke that the eyes of nothing there turn, and it's the third poke that the rest of his head turns to regard Merru. But rather than looking irate, he kind of just slumps back in the seat slightly and gives a small nod. Sorry, I was somewhere else for a moment.
You didn't eat the trail mix.
No,
Why?
I haven't had much. I felt I didn't deserve it for one, but I just haven't been hungry, really. You put a lot of work and effort into it, and I have a lot more work and effort to do before I feel like I can just go back to eating the wonderful meals you prepare without any guilt.
Huh?
I mean, I asked a lot of you, and you didn't ask for much in return, and yet still I disappointed you. There has to be penitence for that. Some form of punishment. And while you have elected not to put one on me, it falls to me to put one on myself. If I don't pay the price for my sins, I will simply repeat them. I know the kind of man I am.
But, like, people, like, need to eat, right? So, like,
I think this is rich coming from you, Merru.
Well, I was able to handle doing that. You have eaten everything in sight until, like, not that long ago. So that's kind of a hard thing to just stop doing. Like, if I asked you to do something right now, would you do it?
Yeah, Merru, I'm pretty sure I would.
Okay. And I think Merru, he will, without saying anything else, he will briefly walk away. And then he will come back a couple minutes later with a mug in his hand. And he'll say, "Have this."
Thank you for the drink. And he
It's-
will.
It's I don't really think you were seeing me do it when we were it was just you and I in the RV. You can make like a thing with if you with dandelion roots, you can like ground them up and stuff and put them into coffee. It can save on like you put part coffee grounds, part the dandelion stuff, and you can make a drink. Have it.
Briar will gently take the coffee cup from Merru, putting one hand on the bottom of the mug and then sliding it out of Meru's grip with his other hand. He'll take a long, deep inhale of the fragrance and then a gentle sip that turns into a long, continuous gulp. Oh man, I really missed you, coffee.
Is it good?
Thank you. It's divine. Tastes a little more bitter, but well, that doesn't make it worse. It's a little different.
Well, I figured if you like coffee, this will say the dandelion stuff didn't cost me anything. It's free outside. So it saves a little bit and you get to have more coffee for like a longer time. Not saying more cups of coffee at once, coffee for a longer time. So have
Thank you.
that.
I will enjoy some coffee.
I did want to talk to you though.
He gestures to the empty seat beside him yet again.
Merru will sit down this time. And he'll take a deep breath and he goes, I think we've there's something we haven't talked about that we probably should have, and I've kind of been avoiding talking about it. I've been confused because I think you're confusing. It's you know how things were between us before we left the facility.
Awful.
Yes. Awful. And they're not awful now. And I don't understand what happened. Like, why, if, I guess, why things were like that. I couldn't really figure it out. I don't get it. Cause I know I wasn't like good to you either, but I never hated you. You know? I mean, well, I don't think you knew, but I never hated you prior.
I'm confusing, but I'm coming to learn I wasn't as good as people. I wasn't as good with people as I thought I was, as I didn't know. I didn't know how you felt, and I also didn't know how to treat you. You're right. You are absolutely correct. I was particularly hard on you, and that is an understatement. I was vicious towards you. Vile. Venomous. I hated you.
I know.
But it wasn't as much as I hated myself. I remember how I described falling into the waters and being swept away.
Yeah.
It was like that back in the facility too. My whole life, for as long as I could remember. Well, no, that's also not true. I could remember everything. I didn't struggle with things like other people did. I always had the strength to accomplish whatever I wanted to accomplish. Overcome any adversity that came my way. I was, for the longest time, perfect. And then I was in the facility, and everyone looked at me with the same eyes they did before. They begged me to help them. But I was suddenly just one man. And then there was you, Merru. You who was stronger than me, more competent, a better survivalist, smarter, more cunning survivor. One willing to make sacrifices I couldn't. My agents loved me. If I were you, I could have kept more of them alive. I judged you so harshly because I wanted your strength. I wanted your help. I wanted you to be just like me so that I could have saved more people. But rather than asking you for it, I hoped in a malicious and cruel way that if you suffered enough, somehow some good would come of it. Petty and foolish. I would have reached a hand out to you to help, but if my hand had ever left the water at all, it would have been to beg you to pull me out.
Oh. I think Merru, he'll lift Justicia up. So just because he finds he thinks better with it not covering his eyes sometimes, and he'll go, I didn't know you felt like you would have needed my help. I had no idea what I was doing. prior. I never even wanted my job really as department head. You feel like that's, I don't know if you knew that, but I feel like you did. I don't know. I had no idea what I was doing with, I never wanted my contract or any of that stuff. And I had always, I don't know really why, but I guess I always, sounds stupid to say now that I heard what you said, but I always thought that if anyone in that facility could help me, it would have been you, from what I had seen of you. But then you were horrible to me, so then I decided I had to be horrible back.
Yeah.
Because what was I supposed to do, you know?
That's the funny thing about poison. It spreads.
Hmm.
You seemed like everything was in the palm of your hand. It's just as foolish for me to look back at it. But I thought you ran your department like an iron fist. No one dared disobey you. Those who ended up at the end of your gun were eliminated. The rumors of that fateful incident, that you had cleared out all the competition and ascended to the top. The Merru in my head was not. He was a figment, a shadow, a myth and a rumor. Nothing like reality. It's pointless to say things like, I would have if I had known, because I didn't, and at the time I didn't care to. Apologies aren't going to change the past. But I hope you do know, had I known you then like I know you now, even if it had caused me to drown, I would have tried to lift your head above water just a little bit. I didn't realize you were struggling. I was jealous because I thought you were thriving.
I see. I guess we thought the same thing of each other. For the record, I think it's obvious I do much prefer how we are now. I am happy that we'll never have to do that again. Can I ask you one other question?
Absolutely anything, Merru. Absolutely anything at all.
I only briefly touched on it with Kai and Mix. What did you, like, my distortion? I don't even know what I'm even trying to ask here. What happened, I guess?
You don't remember anything, do you?
I mean, not about what I did know. I guess I I kind of understand more now what you were saying about the whole thing with the current or whatever and all of that. Because I kind of had... It wasn't anything like that. It felt more like I guess like a pit. I've always kind of felt like I was in one, but it kind of just felt like a pit that I couldn't, like, climb out of. And it felt easier to just kind of give up trying and dig further down. Felt, like, safer. But then, all of a sudden, it wasn't like that anymore, I guess. Felt like something had grabbed me. And then I opened my eyes and, you were there. And I don't really know.
Someone very important to me said, it doesn't matter what exactly I said after I went through my last distortion. But if you're curious, I just told you what I felt, the truth. That humanity was better with you in it. That I needed you here with me. And that there were no enemies, Merru. Only the people who cared about you. We're not perfect. I'm deeply flawed. But I don't want to lose you. I thought I would, for a moment.
Oh. I think his eyes kind of widened when Prior said that, and I think he kind of lets those words kind of sink in a bit. And when he looks over at Prior again, he goes, well, I'm not going anywhere, so, thank you. I'm not going anywhere.
Prior throws a hand around Merru's shoulders and gives him a half-sided squeeze and goes, I'm glad. It'd be a lonely RV without you, Merru.
Who would portion your meals properly? Certainly not Mix.
Who would make me something vegetarian?
That's true. Who would make you coffee? Well...
Who would tell me when I'm being an idiot?
Well, I think the others might. But I do it first. Well, no. No. Maybe Mix.
You're starting to get the hang of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't do it as well as you do, though.
Well, good. Prior, I forgive you. I've been wanting to forgive you for a long time, actually. But I couldn't. I kept thinking about, how things were before, and I just couldn't put two and two together and figure out what happened and changed. But I think I've wanted to move on, you know? I think it's better for me to move on than keep being caught up in that. And I think now I can forgive you for how things were before.
Hope you know that I released you from any ill will in my heart for then a long time ago. And I never expected. I will not spit in the face of your forgiveness. And if I no longer need to earn it, then I will endeavor to keep it.
Good. 'Cause I'm not forgetting a single thing that you said to me back then. Just so you know. It sucked. And the minute you start acting like an asshole to me again, I'll take it right back, you know? I will pluck those little eyes on mimicry right out of your face. Wait for them to grow back, pluck them out again. Over and over. Got it? Till you cry. So.
You're one of the kindest men I've ever met, Merru. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Prior gives Merru's shoulder another little squeeze and then drops his arm, takes a long, deep sip of his coffee. You want some?
He was gonna say no, but then he goes, I don't think I've had any of that in a long time, actually. Sure.
You should learn to enjoy the fruits of your own labor. And he'll slide the cup over to Merru.
Merru will stare at it for a couple seconds and cautiously reach out, take the mug so he can take a sip. And you see him like grimace a little bit and he goes, I'm not really a big fan of bitter things, actually. I forgot about that.
Here. And Prior reaches into his pocket and pulls out a tiny piece of candy. I always keep something sweet on me just in case. Normally it's to reward the agents for their good behavior. But don't tell anyone.
Oh.
I learned it from someone who was much better with people than he thought he was.
Who?
He puts the chocolate in Merru's hand and goes to stand up.
Thanks?
Have a good night, Merru.
You too, Prior. And I think when Prior leaves, Merru will, he'll have the chocolate.
Absolutely. And I think here is the perfect place for us to take our intermission as Merru, you enjoyed the chocolate, and all of you prepare to head back to the facility, and we will be back in 15 minutes. Thank you all so much for coming, and we'll see you then.